So this question is asking, using algebra, as if we can use anything else here, solve this inequality here, this one. What's an inequality? An inequality has the unequal sign, so it has bigger than or smaller than. That is how you know you are dealing with an inequality, as opposed to an equality or an equation, we call it. What does an equation have? It has the equal sign here instead. Okay, so this is what is the difference. Everything else works pretty similarly. So here I have x squared minus x bigger than 20. What I will do is I'm going to take everything to one side. X squared minus x minus 20 is positive. And I'm going to try to solve this inequality. Solving the inequality, of course, means giving me the values of x for which the inequality works. I immediately look here and I'm going to see a square. And since there's nothing funny in here, I'm just going to use my completing the square or my delta or my calculator or whatever. So here, if you want to use the delta, if you want to do it slowly, so here I'm going to say x1 is equal to minus b, so that's minus 1 minus the square root of b squared. What is b squared? That's 1 minus 4 times minus 20 over 2a, so that's 2 times 1 here, that's a. So this is 1 minus the square root of 1 minus minus plus, this is 81 divided by 2. What is the square root of 81? That's 9. 1 minus 9 divided by 2. This is negative 8 over 2. This is negative 4. So that's our first solution. And x2 is equal to minus 1 plus the square root of 1 minus 4 minus 20 over 2 equals etc. Well, not etc. 1 minus, well, plus here, the square root of 81 over 2. So this is 10 over 2. This is 5. Okay. Now, we're not done. Why? Because this is asking me to give the answer for this. For what values is this equation, which we translated to this, for what values is it positive? For what values is this guy positive? And to answer this, I will remember that this is a second degree curve here. So either it looks like this, right? Curving up, or it looks like this, curving down. In what situation does it curve up? When a is positive? This a, I mean, the ax squared, this number here. When this number is positive, which is 1 in this case, then it curves up. And when this number is negative, it curves down. Obviously, we have this situation here because 1 times x squared is positive. And so if it's curving up, then, you know, there could be no solutions, but here we know that there will be 2. So these are the 2 solutions. And you can see here that between the 2 solutions, let's say x1 and x2 here, between the 2 solutions, the curve has to dive below the x-axis. And then away from x1 and away from x2, it's above the x-axis. What does above the x-axis mean? It means positive. What's below the x-axis mean? It means negative. So I'm looking for the values for which this polynomial here, this guy, which we drew right here, is positive. Well, it has to be before x1. What does it mean to be before x1? So this polynomial is positive for case number 1, all x less than minus 4. Anything here, and anything here that is all x bigger than x2, bigger than 5. That's it, done. This is the solution. You can be fancy. You can be fancy and write it like this. So S, the set of solution, is equal to minus infinity minus 4. Let me make some space. S equals negative infinity, negative 4, open the bracket, union 5 plus infinity. Some people write it like this. This is fine, however, if you just add and here. And that is the solution.